Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the bishops, elders, and the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar coming at you with another short lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is an article that I found on Politico.com, and the title of it reads, "The Unpredictable but Entirely Possible Events That Could Throw 2024 into Turmoil." Well, we have GMS and those men who teach the light doctrine are aware that Apostle Tahar called this year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And you know, it's by no coincidence that all of these things are happening after the Passover. And, you know, this devil is working in overdrive, you know, to bring about certain events, you know what I'm saying, that you know, through prophecy must come to pass, but, you know, it's happening by way of, you know, this devil, you know, Esau Edom. You know, so a lot of things that's coming down the pike that, you know, this devil is just throwing out there, you know, through the scriptures, you know, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will come to pass. So in this article, you know, this devil has got some things that, you know, he's been talking about for weeks, months, and even years in some cases that, you know, he looks at happening this year, you know, and, you know, as it shows on the screen here, you know, it says signs of extraterrestrial intelligence, which we hear in the truth know that it's not of extraterrestrial intelligence, you know, it's of, you know, the angels, you know, of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, making themselves known unto the world. Digital apocalypse, you know, hurricanes, violent assaults on certain people, war with China, you know, so all of these things are things that, you know, this devil has got to tell the world before, you know, he actually, you know, makes it happen. But nonetheless, it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, he can no longer hide the fact that there are chariots out there. He can no longer hide the fact that there's going to be a digital apocalypse because all signs point to that. He can no longer hide the fact that the MOTB is to see him. He can no longer hide, you know, the famines, the wars, the rumors of wars. He can no longer hide the fact that, you know, he's been doing weather manipulations for decades now. He can no longer hide the fact that, you know, there's going to be a war with China, a war with Russia, a war with Iraq. You know, he can no longer hide the fact that the least of the flock shall draw him out. You know, he can't hide these things, you know, because all of these things through the scriptures and through prophecy are coming to pass, whether he likes it or not. You know, so I'm gonna read a little bit of this article, and if you want, you know, it's on political.com, and, you know, that's the title of it. So I'm just going to read a little bit, you know, skip through it, you know, and it reads, "A global pandemic, a siege at the Capitol, a reality TV star in the White House." You know, in just the last few years, we've watched the unthinkable become real. Yeah, you know, at one point, you know, we prophets who have been out there on the highways and byways warning you about these things that are soon to come to pass are now happening. You know, you were looking at us like we were crazy when we said that Russia is going to go to war with Babylon the Great, you know, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. But now look what's happening. Russia, you know, is going to be a guard unto them, you know. Russia is going to be a guard unto certain nations in Africa, Iran, you know, in various places. A few years ago we talked about civil unrest. We've actually spoken on these things, but even then, so a few years ago, a lot of you people have actually scoffed at it as if none of these things will come to pass. But it's happening today, right before your eyes, at a very accelerated rate. And it reads, "We've watched the unthinkable become real. We think we have a firm grasp on what's to come in politics and beyond. And then something gigantic and unexpected happens." Yeah, Yahweh Shem Yahushai said that he shall come as a thief in the night. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said that, all of these things will come upon you. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said that there's going to be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. The Lord spoke of these things. You don't know where the earthquake is going to happen. You can speculate on where the famines are going to be, but, the famines are going to be great. You can speculate on, wild beasts, that's going to tear in certain neighborhoods. You can speculate these things, but you don't know where it's going to happen, you know. So, this devil has been staging certain things, to happen throughout Babylon the Great and the world that you don't know when and where it's going to happen. All you can just do is, have faith in what the scriptures say and pray unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai that you be protected when these evils come, you know. Reading on. With that in mind, perhaps we need to deploy a tad more imagination before assuming we know what's going to happen in 2024. It certainly looks like we're headed towards a rematch of Donald Trump versus Joe Biden and a bitterly contested close general election. But if recent history is a guide, something expected could be right around the corner. Now, I was watching a video on TikTok, and this Jake made a very important point. What the Jake said was, hold on one second, this is election year. Where are the other candidates? Where is the campaign trail? Where is these other candidates seeking for office? There aren't any. There's no campaigning going on. There's no campaign trail happening. What you know of an election to be in your previous years isn't even happening now. So something's different. And what's different is they've already decided for you who they're going to put where. But, you people just haven't woken up to that fact. And it also stated, if recent history is a guide, something unexpected could be right around the corner. And this is right around, this article, it came out right around the same time when this movie called Civil War just came out. So, this devil knows what's going to happen, but, he has to tell you what is going to happen before he actually goes ahead and does it. So reading on with the article, we asked an array of futurists and technologists, historians, and political scientists, foreign policy analysts, and other savvy prognosticators whose expertise in identifying future risks. So this devil is going into his witchcraft. And being that I said that, let me bring out this scripture. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, I start at verse 11 and read down to 12. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, that thou shalt not know from where it riseth. Yeah, when Yahweh Shem Yahushai bring these evils upon you, these elites ain't going to know where it came from, because they're going to actually think that what they're doing is going to come to pass. How they're talking is not being heard by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's a thing, that's being, that has been said in the world, and it's if you want to make the Lord laugh, tell him what you're going to do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shem Yahushai has got this devil in a trick bag where, he's actually got this devil thinking that, he's going to come through with what he got planned. you know. And it reads on, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And this is the point. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. You're wearied in the multitude of your counsels. You're wearied in having to go to your technologists, your historians, your political scientists, your foreign policy maker analysis, and other savvy prognosticators. You're doing all of these things and you're contacting all of these people through your witchcraft to find out, you know, what can be happening next. You know, and slowly but surely, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is pulling that power away from you. You know, reading verse 12 again. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from those things that shall come upon you or come upon thee. So you can do all of this stuff, but at the end of the day, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai will accomplish that which it set out to accomplish. Just paraphrasing that you know, no matter what you do, you know, you are still bound by the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has set a bounds that you cannot pass. Even though your mind has deceived you or your heart has deceived you, you're not going to be able to pass the bounds that is set by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, reading on with the article, we asked an array of futurists, technologists, historians, and political scientists, and the foreign policy analysis and other savvy prognosticators whose expertise is identifying future risks. You know, what might be the black swan event that disrupts the seeming inevitability of the 2024 campaign. We asked them to leave aside the possibility that one of the candidates in their 70s or 80s goes into the spirit realm during the campaign, something well within the realm of actual possibility and which is already on many voters' minds, Salak. Instead, we asked them, what is the unpredictable, unlikely, but entirely plausible thing that can happen this year that voters aren't even thinking about yet, but which could have a massive impact on the outcome? So here it is, you know, this devil is trying to think of cardinal ways, you know, to, you know, detect the things that are happening, you know, in the world at a future date, when in fact, you know, the scriptures tell the prophets exactly what's going to happen, you know, at a later and future date, you know, and that's what we have been out there on the highways and byways warning you about. We have been preaching to you, everyone. You know, we're out there on the highways and byways warning you, Jakes, you know, to turn back and repent. And we've been warning you other nations, you know, your heathen nations, that, you know, you're going to be judged for what you've done unto the nation of Israel. You know, so unless you're of the elect, you're not safe in any shape, form, or fashion. So you can go ahead, you know, and try to predict what's going to happen on the left-hand side. But on the right-hand side, we know through the scriptures and through the prophecies and of this truth that, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is about to wipe this place clean. You know, he's about to burn this place with fire. You know, I mean, that's just the truth. The book of Job, chapter 31 and verse 3. Is not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? You know, Yahweh Shem Yahshua said he's upset with the wicked every day. So what the hell makes you think that, you know, the futures of Esau Edom is going to come to pass when Yahweh Shem Yahshua hates this devil on all levels? You know, he hates this devil. You know what I'm saying? And for you Jakes that are actually siding with him, you're going to be destroyed right along with him. The scriptures clearly state that 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be cut off. 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to die on this side. I mean, you'll come back in your right mind in the kingdom, but on this side, you know, you got to go because you are too far gone. You are worse than the wicked himself. The book of Psalms, chapter 5 and verse 5. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. The foolish ain't going to stand in the sight of the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua because you were foolish, and I'm talking to you other nations. You are foolish in thinking that, what you have planned is going to come to pass. And it's not. And to you Jakes, you're foolish in thinking that, somehow, in some way, that this world is going to continue on and you're going to somehow prosper in this, when in fact this was meant to be your punishment. This was meant to be your chastisement for turning your back on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. A lot of you Jakes are going to die. Period, point blank, right along with the wicked, right along with the heathen. I'm going to read a little more and I'm going to close out. Our experts suggest an array of disruptions and disasters created by Mother Nature, mankind, and yes, even aliens. So, they're telling you exactly where these disruptions are going to come from. They're going to come from Mother Nature, i.e. HAARP, all in the name of global warming. They're going to say that, the planet is getting too warm and all of these anomalies that's happening with the weather is affecting us. Mankind, yeah, and mankind is going to do some fucked up shit, because you're definitely in a time of evil. And yes, even aliens, they got to throw that out there too. They got to throw those out there too, because a lot of people are actually starting to question what they see in the sky. And what they see in the heavens, and what did Yahweh Hashem Yahushua say? He said, be not like the heathens, for the heathens are dismayed at what goes on in the heaven. Paraphrasing. Don't be like them. The sun and the moon, or the moon, and the sun and the moon is there to give light, but also as signs, in heaven for us to know what's coming next, or to have an idea through the scriptures on what's going to happen next. So, you could read through this article, it gives us, a couple of good points, that one should consider, but on the same level, it's prophetic in all essence, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because all of these things are predictions that, this devil has put out there, albeit through his media, his movies, his animated cartoon series, so, the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai isn't surprised at what this devil is doing and what he's trying to do. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices. And so with that, I'm going to close out, and I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Akakwadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and salutations unto the elders, bishops, and the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.